Good evening, YouTube. I am so sorry I didn't get to you yesterday. I was grumpy all day. I was thinking about not doing a video tonight, but I can't do that 2 nights in a row. Not to y'all. Not when I'm not at home. Oh, today hasn't been a good day either. I am roughly 6 hours. Or no, I'm sorry. Not 6 hours. More like 550 miles. I meant to say 600, but it hasn't been 600 since Oklahoma City. Roughly 550 miles from the delivery I'm making Tuesday morning. It's Sunday night, and I shut down for the day. I did a decent...
Messaging. You have 0 hours and 52 minutes of remaining drive time.
595 miles today. So... I should be able to get close to Evansville tomorrow. Hopefully very close. I don't know. I am planning on stopping that 250 miles. It's a TA in somewhere in Missouri. It's roughly 300 miles away from my delivery. But I'm probably going to stop and eat a nice good meal there. I've been doing that a lot more recently. This whole not eating on the road thing, or eating only fast food, it's starting to get to me. I like these diners and such, and I'm making decent money. I got to do some paperwork tonight. It's Sunday night, and that means it's the end of our pay period. So I've got to fill out this paperwork on these last 2 loads. These loads are... Yeah, this one was first. The one from Belmont, Arizona to Walnut, California. And then from Rancho Dominguez, California to North Las Vegas, Nevada. Got to do the paperwork on that. Almost 750 miles. Actually, I think it's a little bit over 750 miles. But I got to do the paperwork on that, get it sent in, and done for the weekend. Sorry if I seem a little distracted. I'm trying to stretch out my left calf. I got a really wicked leg cramp today. I mean, seriously wicked leg cramp. Really early this morning. I don't know. I kind of spent my day driving and not much else, so I stopped once long enough to run into a crap, I don't even remember what it was, but I went long enough to pick up some soda, and that's really all I picked up. Damn, I don't think I even ate today. I think I forgot to. I did have a couple peanut butter cups then. But, oh, I remember where I stopped. It was a Pilot in Texas. This is the one I stopped at where I had the good beef stew. We didn't have beef stew today, but they did have meatloaf and mashed potatoes and corn. So I did eat today. I just forgot. That was really good. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, corn. Kind of expensive, but whatever. I'm on the 44 Turnpike right now, and I am having problems with my transponder. Let me grab this little son of a bitch. This here is my pre-pass, Elite Pass, Turnpike, does it all transponder. Hold on a second, I gotta find the other battery for it. It went up here somewhere. There it is. Now, this thing is really handy. I mean, I love this thing when it's working. Crap, where'd the other battery go? Is it under there? Okay. Well, can I find the other battery real quick? No, I'm going to have to search for it. But the thing is, this thing is, I love it. When you're running light like I am, my load is only like 22,000 pounds right now. It's hardly anything at all. It slows me down a little bit on big hills, but not much. More often I end up slowing down more because I'm following somebody and can't get over into the other lane than with the load slowing me down for the hill. But you know, when you're carrying light loads like this, the scales don't really give a shit about you. You know, they might ask you to, you know, send in your logbook information. Hasn't happened to me, but you know, I keep hearing warnings that it would. So it's a great handy dandy little tool to have, but mine has problems. I know I talked about it yesterday. Sorry, day before yesterday. I forgot to stop this morning to either get DEF or have that looked at. Mostly I was just feeling, you know, get up and get going, and that's basically what I did. It was cold as shit in Albuquerque last night. Got down to 30 degrees. That's pretty fucking cold, especially when you're not running your truck to keep yourself warm. But I put the batteries back in it this morning, took off, and when I came to my first pre-pass scale, of course it passed me, and it does this series of 10 beeps with the green light when it passes you past a scale, right? The little Qualcomm thing will tell you follow transponder, and it'll beep, beep, beep. Well, it did that, and then it did an odd beep, and then it did the 10 green beeps, and then it did an odd beep, and then it just kept on fucking beeping non-stop. So of course I ripped it off the window again and took the batteries out of it again because it was annoying the piss out of me, and I waited a couple hours and put the batteries back in, and it kept beeping, and you know, tossed it up there and forgot about it. Now tomorrow in the morning I'm going to be going past a toll booth on this toll road I'm on, and I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think the pre-pass toll part of the transponder is separate from the pre-pass battery needing portion of the transponder. So I think if I go to the scale, it's either RFID or something, and it'll read it, still read it anyway, you know, okay, and pass me through the toll booth without me having to pay the toll. If I do end up having to pay the toll in cash, that can get pretty expensive. It can be upwards of $100 for these for these tolls rather. Back in the day when I used to drive, there were some that were pre-pass. We had about 5 or 6 different little credit card type deals that we used. They were credit cards, but they were for specific tolls. You hand in the card, and you know, and your ticket when you get off, you know, like the Pennsylvania toll pike. You stopped, you got your ticket when you got on, and when you got off, you handed them the ticket because that told you how much you're going to pay, and the little credit card. If you didn't have the ticket, it was the maximum charge. So you wanted to make sure you always had the ticket, and you'd pay it and either get a receipt or not. If you paid, you know, came to a toll where you had to pay cash, you just got a receipt and turned it in with your paperwork, because back then you mailed in your paperwork. There wasn't no faxing in, or as what I'm going to be doing is actually on my phone. I've got an app where I can do my payroll. I take a picture of the bills of lading I was showing you earlier. I take a picture of them, and it fills out all the rest of the paperwork for me, and I get paid. It's great. I love it. But back in the day, you had to mail in your paperwork, and you mailed in the toll receipts with it, and you filled out, you know, you had this one overall cover page that you filled out, and detailed how much reimbursement and tolls you needed, how much reimbursement for this, that, and the other thing, you know, scales and Everything else, mailed it in. When they got it, they processed it, and your next paycheck, you got all that. But, yeah. It's not been a great day. My pre-pass thing is messed up. My leg's messed up. I don't know. Maybe I'm just tired. I do have hours. I still got 3 hours and 7 minutes on my 70-hour clock. And I'm getting 9 hours and 1 minute back tonight. 8 hours and 53 minutes back tomorrow. So, hours I've got. That is not a parking spot, brother. Not at all. You want to go to the other side is what you want to do. There's no fuel there. Not for you. What in the name of hell are you doing? Okay, yeah, you can fit through there, but that car is in your way. Are you seriously backing? Oh, brother. Sorry, I'm watching a... well, a guy did a dumbass move, basically. And I'm not sure what the hell he's doing. I think he might be backing into in between two trucks here. What would have been easier for... I'm at a service plaza on this toll road. I'm on 44 East. Between Oklahoma City and Tulsa, if you're interested. But, if you come in and go mostly straight, that's the car side. You got to come in and, turn back off to the right pretty hard. Not too hard. It's, not even as bad as some rest areas I've been in. But you turn back to the right and you go through, and there's parking for trucks both before, like I turned in and turned right in and then turned to the left a little bit. Pulled up beside a CR England truck that was here. And they pulled off a little bit after I got here, and then there was another one. He was only here for a couple minutes, and then he left again. This, I don't know who the hell this guy is, but he's apparently, instead of pulling in like the rest of us did, he decided to pull through and back in between two. Which, I'm not going to say it's a horrible idea if he manages it without crashing into anything. It's not a bad idea. It just probably would have been easier to, pull the right, go between the trucks, and then pull in like the rest of us did. Hell, there's even a lot of space beside me on the left where he could have gone. Anyways, I'm getting tired. I'm getting grumpy. I'm getting groggy. Okay, I'm always groggy. So, remember YouTube, I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Sorry about last night.